Jack woke up feeling different. The rainbow that had seeped into his skin wasn't gone. It was still there, glowing and pulsing, almost like it was singing a soft song just for him. But Jack couldn't understand what it was saying, so he went to find the answers in the same place as always, the forest. And that is where him and Lena met the first of the guardians, the guardian of Red, and realized his journey was just beginning.
Red, the gift of courage.
Jack and Lena were walking through a forest when they found a trail of flowers glowing red in the moonlight. The flowers led them to the ruins of an old building far outside of Blueville. There, a big door stood, decorated with strange, swirling symbols. "Jack, I think something's watching us," Lena whispered. She was right. A deep growl rumbled from the shadows, and out stepped a huge lion with a flaming mane. Its golden eyes stared at Jack, looking as if it were searching for something inside him. "Jack Rainbow," the lion growled. "You want the rainbow's gifts, but are you ready to face the first truth?" Jack felt his throat tighten. "What truth?" The lion roared, and suddenly, Jack wasn't in the ruins anymore. He was standing on a tall bridge in Hope City, staring at a deep, dark chasm. His younger self was standing at the edge, too scared to cross. Jack remembered this moment. It was when he had been too afraid to take a step and had missed his chance to show everyone what he was capable of. "You ran away once," the lion said beside him. "But can you face what scares you?" Jack clenched his fists. The memory played again, but this time, instead of stepping back, Jack ran forward, across the bridge, his heart racing. The moment he stepped onto the other side, the illusion broke, and he was back in the ruins. The lion nodded. "You have earned the gift of Red. Courage now lives inside you. Use it wisely." A spark of red fire swirled around Jack's hand, and he felt different, braver.
Orange, the gift of wisdom.
"Jack, you're glowing again," Lena teased as they walked back home. But Jack wasn't paying attention to the glow. He was thinking about the lion's words, the gifts of the rainbow. Did that mean there were more? Just then, a gust of wind sent a flurry of orange leaves spinning around Jack, forming the shape of an owl. The owl blinked its golden eyes at him before flying off toward the tallest mountain in Blueville. "Looks like we're going hiking," Lena said, rolling her eyes. The owl led them to a tall, ancient building called an observatory, where the stars shone brighter than anywhere else. Inside, an old telescope was aimed at the sky, its glass cracked but still reflecting something magical. Visions of past, future, and everything in between. "Look inside," a voice said, and suddenly, an old man with glowing orange eyes appeared beside Jack. Jack hesitated, but did what the old man said. He looked into the telescope and saw dozens of versions of himself, some happy, some lost, some broken. "Every choice leads to a new path," the old man said. "But only those who seek wisdom can walk the right one." Jack saw a memory he had forgotten, a time when he was given a chance to be a leader, but he was too afraid to take it. He let doubt hold him back. "Wisdom is knowing what you can change," the old man continued, "and having the courage to do it." The owl landed on Jack's shoulder, its orange light filling him up. The second gift was his now.
Yellow, the gift of hope.
As they continued their journey through the forest, a bright golden glow filled the surroundings, and when he looked over, fireflies were dancing through the air like tiny stars. One by one, they came together to form the shape of a golden stallion, galloping toward the eastern hills. "Jack, look," Lena said, pointing out the golden stallion. "Yeah," Jack said, "we need to head east." At the top of the hill, the golden stallion stood under a sunburst carved into the rocks. Its eyes were kind, but there was a sadness in them. "Jack Rainbow," the stallion said, its voice soft like the wind. "Hope is the light that shines even when everything seems dark. But do you understand what it means to really believe? The stallion breathed out a golden mist, and suddenly, Jack was standing outside his father's shop, feeling empty and lost. He had promised to return as a hero, but instead, he felt like a failure. "You gave up on yourself," the stallion said. "But hope isn't about never falling. It's about getting back up every time you do." Jack's eyes filled with tears. "How can I make it right?" The stallion lowered its head. "You can't change the past, but you can always look to the future. Hope is believing that no matter how dark things seem, the sun will rise again." The fireflies swirled around Jack, their golden light filling him with warmth. He felt something heavy lift from his chest. "The gift of yellow is yours," the stallion said. "Carry its light with you."
Blue, the gift of faith.
The next day, Jack and Lena came up to a dark cave with the sound of rushing water in the air. Following the sound, they came to a hidden river where a giant whale floated above the water like it was swimming in the sky. "Faith is not in what you see, Jack Rainbow," the whale said. "It's in what you trust without seeing it first." Jack saw a vision of himself standing on the edge of a vast ocean, too afraid to take a step. "I've never been able to trust the unknown," Jack said. "Then step forward," the whale encouraged. Jack closed his eyes, stepped forward, and instead of falling, he floated. The water rose beneath him, guiding him along. "Faith is walking forward, even when you can't see the way," the whale said. "The gift of blue is yours." The deep blue light wrapped around Jack, and he knew another part of him had awakened.
Green, the gift of healing.
One morning, Jack woke up to the scent of fresh rain and earth. The air was filled with a soft hum, pulling him and Lena into the whispering woods. As they went deeper into the forest, the trees began to glow with emerald light. "Do you hear that?" Lena whispered. Jack nodded. In the middle of the forest, a towering stag stood before them, its antlers glowing with moss and vines. "Jack Rainbow," the stag spoke. "Healing is more than fixing wounds. It's about restoring what was lost. Are you ready to heal, not only others but yourself?" Before Jack could answer, the stag lowered its head, and suddenly, Jack was standing in a painful memory. He saw himself pushing away a friend who had only wanted to help him. "Why am I seeing this?" Jack asked. "Because healing starts with facing the hurt you caused," the stag said. "You must make things right before the gift can truly awaken." Jack watched his younger self walk away from his friend without saying sorry. Now, the memory wrapped around him like vines, holding him in place. "How can I fix it?" Jack asked. "Go to the ones you've wronged, Jack," the stag replied. "Make it right. Only then will the power of green awaken in you." The vines loosened, and Jack was pulled back into the present. The stag's eyes glowed brightly. "Go forth, bearer of the green gift. Let healing be your strength." A gentle warmth spread through Jack's hands, and he knew exactly what he needed to do.
Violet, the gift of
Jack and
spiritual
Lena
insight.
followed the mist, their steps guided until they reached the ruins of an old tower. A deep purple mist settled over forest one night. It wasn't just any mist. It carried whispers, voices from a distant place. At the center of the ruins stood a tall figure, glowing with violet light. Its eyes were like twin stars. "Jack Rainbow," the figure said in a voice filled with echoes. "The final gift is waiting, but to receive it, you must open your heart to truths beyond what you can see. Do you accept?" Jack nodded. "Yes." The figure extended its hand, and suddenly, Jack found himself standing among swirling stars and galaxies. Time and space didn't matter here. Visions of the past, present, and future danced around him. "You have walked through courage, wisdom, hope, healing, and faith," the figure said. "But true strength comes from seeing beyond the world's surface. The answers you seek are inside you. Jack saw himself, strong and unshaken, bathed in violet light. He understood then. The gift of Violet wasn't about power. It was about seeing the world in a deeper way, trusting in the invisible. The mist swirled around him and filled his chest with peace. When he opened his eyes, he was back in the ruins, Lena standing beside him. "Jack, what happened?" she asked. "I understand now," Jack smiled.
Indigo, the gift
A
of
calmness
intuition.
filled the air, and the sky grew darker faster than usual, turning deep indigo, like the midnight sea. Jack and Lena walked silently, drawn to the edge of Blueville where the moonlight didn't reach. There, in the shadows, stood a mirror that shimmered like water. "Is that a portal?" Lena asked. "I think it's a question," Jack whispered. As Jack stepped closer, his reflection flickered, and then it disappeared. Instead, there were many versions of him, some happy, others sad, some filled with doubt. A voice came from everywhere, deep and dreamlike. "Indigo is not what you see. It is what sees you." A figure stepped out, holding a lantern with an indigo flame. "Do you know yourself, Jack, or just the version others see?" Jack admitted, "I'm not sure." "That's the first step," the figure said. "True intuition starts with knowing that what's real is not always obvious." The mirror showed Jack moments when he had ignored his feelings and trusted the wrong things. But now, the indigo flame burned brighter in his chest. "Which way should I go?" Jack asked. "That's not the question," the figure replied. "The real question is, which path are you ready to see?" With that, the mirror faded. Jack felt the indigo glow inside him, steady and strong. The gift of rainbow was now complete. With all the gifts now his, Jack felt more complete than ever. The rainbow's colors weren't just powers. They were lessons that shaped him into the person he was meant to be. As Jack and Lena walked back to Blueville, the sky erupted in a brilliant burst of color, painting the world in shades more vibrant than Jack had ever seen before. He had found the gifts, but most importantly, he had found himself. "This is just the beginning," Jack whispered. Lena laughed. "I knew you were going to say that." Jack stopped in his tracks, feeling the energy of the rainbow surge within him. With a gentle smile, he raised his hand high into the air. His fingers stretched towards the sky, and as if guided by the very essence of the colors he had unlocked, a brilliant arc of light began to form above him. A rainbow stretched across the sky, painting it with hues of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, and indigo. Lena stood beside him, her eyes wide in wonder, a soft smile playing across her lips. She watched in awe as the rainbow unfolded, each color glowing with a magical light. The rainbow seemed to dance in the sky, alive with the energy of everything Jack had learned and embraced. As Jack stood there, he took a deep breath and reflected on everything he had experienced. The colors, the gifts, the lessons, they had transformed him. He had learned to face his fears, trust in himself, heal old wounds, and embrace the power of hope, faith, wisdom, and courage. He had gained more than just magical abilities. He had learned what it truly meant to believe in himself and the world around him. His powers, he realized, weren't just about control or strength. They were about understanding the world in a deeper way and using that knowledge to help others. Each color of the rainbow had unlocked something inside him, a part of him he didn't even know existed. But the most important thing Jack had learned was that the journey never really ends. It's about constantly growing, evolving, and learning to see the world through a lens of love, hope, and courage. He looked at Lena, his heart full. "This is just the beginning," he whispered. Lena smiled, her voice soft with admiration. "You've truly done it, Jack." Jack looked at the skies and whispered, "Thank you, God." And together, Jack Rainbow and Lena Voss stood beneath the rainbow, the colors alive in the sky above them. Jack had unlocked not just the gifts of the rainbow, but also something deeper inside himself. And with that, his journey had only just begun. The end.